Urban Tango Night recap for our Tango in a Day on the 29th of March 2026, held in Swansea in the Taliesin Create studio. So, as with our Tango in a Day, it consisted of 4 workshops. In the first workshop, we went over the basics of tango, so tango posture, leaning forward, getting the flex in the knee. Tango embrace, left hand to the side for the leader, both elbows facing down, leader's right hand coming around the follower's back as far as is comfortable, follower's arm similar, resting around the back of the leader. Leader's looking where we're going by looking over the follower's right shoulder, with the follower looking at the leader's chest. We talked about the difference between a close embrace when there's contact in the chest area and open embrace when there's space between. With the balanceo, from rocking from side to side, coming to a pause on one foot, and then wherever our chest goes as a leader is where we're inviting the follower to turn to free leg. So if I move my chest forward, the follower's free leg goes backwards. I can sink it with my standing leg. Follower will join me in that sinking to project their leg back further, and we can walk on a steady beat. We can slow fins down. We can go up onto the balls of the feet and speed fins up. We can add in rock steps. We can come to pauses. We can add in side steps, which can go in either direction. We can take bigger steps. We can take smaller steps, quicker and slower, to all these variations. We can also go into the outside system of walking by stepping to the side, twisting our chest to face each other, and walking outside the follower. And to come back in line, we can either take a side step, or as I walk, I can lift in line with my left. So we've got options for outside system of walking and how to get back. And we finished off workshop 1 with a shoe shine from side step to the left, lunging down slightly, which keeps the follower's legs pinned apart, putting the right leg in as the leader, and then as we come up to height, our follower's leg will come in as if she's about to close her feet together, find there's a block with my leg, and because my chest is still going up, the leg will go up as well. We can then step out and walk through. In workshop 2, we introduced the forward ocho. By stepping to the side, opening up the left shoulder as we twist the chest to the left to create this space. The follower can step through, arching her chest and foot towards the leader. And as she steps onto it, this torsion will pivot her, and then leaders, we can twist our chest to the right and to the left, and we're into the ochos. We can pause her at any point, bring her up to straight with us, and walk out. We can also make the ochos move around the floor. So once we're into the ochos, when she's moving to my left, I can step to the left with her, and we can do small steps, big steps, quick or slow. I can overturn her by walking forward as I take my side steps, underturn her when stepping to the side and walking back. So we can move our ochos around the floor. And then we looked at, as she steps and about to pivot, I can slide one of my feet into contact with her foot, which acts as a block or parada. She can then do a shoe shine or lastrada or some piqués. And then I can either do a passada by twisting my chest to the left, pivoting her onto it, walking through, or I just demonstrate by blocking with this other leg, so we can use whichever leg to block. She can do a shoe shine. I can twist my chest and then continue the ochos. Of course, everything can be done on the other side as well. In workshop 3, we added in Boleos, Planeos, and Caleistas. So from a side step to the left, this time if I take my right shoulder around my follower as I twist my chest to the left, I will pivot her backwards. If I change direction suddenly with that, I'll get that foot to whip up. Notice she's keeping her knees in line, and basically the leg is just whipping up from the free leg movement. She's not moving the rest of her body. And I can bring it to straight. However, if I overturn her with my left shoulder around her, we can lead her into a front castrugada boleo, so we can alternate between forward and back, and we can add in the first Caleistas by walking around her. Once she's in this castrugada position, if I twist my chest to the left, I can step her out. Notice it's the same position of the ocho, but if I sink down with her, again I pin her legs apart, and this will cause a planeo. I can walk around to another Caleista here, or I can bring her up to height and lead her into ochos. And if I take those side steps and lunge down, we've got planeos in our ochos. And if I lunge her down, I'm just going to do it on this side for demonstration purposes. If I lunge her down, leave my leg in the way, when she pivots around, she'll make contact with my leg. She'll come up to height as I come up with the leg wrap or enganche. I twist my chest back to the right, step through, and this would knock her back into the Boleos position, and we can go back into other options from there. Finally, in workshop 4, we brought some of these ideas together and showed some different variations for them. So from our forward ocho with the block, if I step her over, keep my chest up so she doesn't transfer the weight fully, and then twist my chest back and to the right, we can get a gancho, so she's sliding the foot through and going up onto the ball of the foot and flexing my knee, which presents her opportunity to hook on, so she's just bending her leg around mine. So we got the hook, I can bring her out by twisting the chest to the left. Options for ochos or planeos from there. And then finally, I twist my chest to the left, take my shoulder around into that back layer. As I bring her around, if I both step through, we're in Americana position. If I leave my hand behind as I twist my chest to the left, she'll come around and there's another enganche hook. This can also be considered as a form of gancho. You can send her back from where she came, or if I bring my arm around and keep twisting my chest to the left, there's an opportunity for another leg wrap, and as I keep turning, she can step around, and we can choose to come out with side steps or ochos, or just walking out. So I think that covers everything we did today. So thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in another video very soon.
Yeah.